morning for today's health is Lori Head from Mind Your Body, and we're going to talk about one of the most important parts of our body that's probably often neglected, and these are our little feet.
I know. There's so much to say about them, and I'm surprised I chose feet because mine are not. Dancers' feet are quite ugly, but we stand on them all day and we expect them to be perfect. So there's lots of little exercises. I think probably the easiest and the most common would be just ankle rolls to get the whole ankle stability going. It's good for sprained ankles. Ankles then, of course, go to feet. So we'll just do that a little bit. And then I've got this wonderful towel down here. So we'll start with some toe scrunching. And so you're just going to pull in and get the arches in the toes. So if you want to try that.
Okay.
And there's other ways to do it. You can sit and you can put a weight on it and then pull the towel with the weight on it.
And so what is the toe crunching do?
You're trying to strengthen your arches. I know plantar fasciitis is a real big deal, especially in the winter. And so that's starting massaging a tennis ball, massaging the toes. You're working the toes. You're also opening them up. I call it shoe prison. If you're in shoe prison all day long or maybe all night long.
And you just need to kind of let them out.
You got to let them out and spread out. So really, it's like your fingers. If you spread your fingers really wide, it feels quite nice, and so does your toes. Yeah, that's perfect. That looks really good. And then you're pulling in. And you want to increase the arch. You know, you hear people with flat feet, they have more trouble with their feet on that one. And then also heel bruising, that makes a difference too. So you want to wear a really good shoe. And I didn't bring tennis shoes, but maybe New Year's would be like changing the batteries in the fire thing. You can change shoes at New Year's.
Well, because I think a lot of people with their New Year's resolution being go to the gym, and maybe you've gotten a new gym membership, and people maybe just going into their closet and bringing out those shoes that they've had for years and years and years.
Yep.
And you would highly encourage them to get a new pair.
And also your feet change. You know, maybe you've gained a little weight, lost a little weight, retention of water, different things. And they're coming up with so many new techniques, so I think you need to do that. And have a really good support. Also, it depends on what you're doing. If you're just walking, that's different than if you're going to play tennis. If you're a hardcore runner, that makes a difference too. So lots of different styles on shoes, and you should probably be fitted by someone that, you know, really knows what they're doing.
So really taking the time to make sure that you have the right shoe for the right foot.
Exactly. Zumba, too, there's a Zumba shoe, their aerobic shoe. There's so many, so then your feet really need to bend, and bend them before you put them in the shoe.
Yeah, how long do you think you should recycle your shoes?
Oh, I'm going to say almost every 3 months.
So probably a lot sooner than most people are probably doing.
Yes,
and why
exactly.
do you think they should do that every 3 months?
Well, just, you know, your feet, you're not going to get a new pair, but you can get a new pair of tennis shoes. So the investment is priceless, because I just think your health is priceless. So your feet are part of that, and we just think they're going to carry us every day.
Because you did tell me that there's a lot of weight going on your feet than you probably expect, right?
Yeah, the impact, so they say, and I'm sure this is different with different weights, but approximately, if you're walking between 150, running 300 pounds of impact, especially on hard surfaces. And that's the other thing. You see the nice grocery mats that people are standing on in the grocery store. Those are really wonderful, but we can't carry those around all the time, so we're on hard surfaces.
And I know that even in like a yoga or a Pilates class, sometimes you'll take the time to really just rub your feet.
Yeah.
And what's the importance of that?
Well, again, you're warming them up, and we've talked a lot about warming up the quads and the hamstrings, but we've got to warm those feet up, and that's why before you get out of bed, a lot of people just circle their ankles high in the air for circulation, or roll on the ball when you get out, or simply just bend your feet. So that's one thing.
Just kind of giving them some workout.
Yeah, it's almost like a little mini foot massage, and very inexpensive. You can do this all day. You can tap your toe. That's also really good. Get the bottom, you know, awake, and then it transmits all the way up the leg. So
perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us
welcome.
and giving us a few tips to bring some life back into our feet.